It's Suntory time as Japanese whiskey is crowned best in world. Thank you for joining us for another Bank of Cardiff newscast. For lovers of all things Scottish, the announcement that a Japanese whiskey has been crowned the best in the world by an influential international publication will come as something of a shock. Scottish whiskey is part of the fabric of the country. Its aisles and glens are peppered with almost 100 distilleries across 7 regions, each producing a distinctive style with impressive provenance. Scottish whiskey has dominated global sales in the past, with recent winners in Jim Murray's annual Whisky Bible, including top-notch malts from Old Pulteney and Glenmorangie. But this year, it looks as if Scottish producers have been caught napping, with all of the top 5 positions going to non-Scottish brands. So, what's gone wrong? There's a scene of cringing embarrassment in Francis Ford Coppola's 2003 film Lost in Translation, in which Bill Murray's washed-up movie-star character is starring in an ad for Japanese whiskey and struggling to understand the directions that are conducted via a less than enthusiastic interpreter. The brand is Yamazaki, the inference being that Murray is forced by circumstance to accept lame commissions now his star is on the wane. Fast forward 10 years, and Yamazaki doesn't look so lame anymore. Suntory's Yamazaki Single Malt Sherry Cask 2013 is the first Japanese whiskey to win the Whisky Bible top spot, with author and connoisseur Jim Murray commenting on its near indescribable genius and, quote, nose of exquisite boldness. The Suntory story is interesting. Founded at the turn of the 20th century to sell imported wines, its whiskey distillery was established in the 1920s by Masataka Takasuru, who had studied chemistry at Glasgow University and visited distilleries to learn how whiskey was made. The company imported casks and barley from Scotland and focused on creating quality bottles that could compete on the international stage. Suntory is now set to double its international shipments over the next couple of years, mostly comprising premium brands. But what does this Japanese incursion mean for Scottish distilleries? Whiskey is a global industry. In the US, the Scotch whiskey market grew 8% in 2012 to a record revenue of £819 million, possibly due in part to the recent revival of the cocktail culture. But as the market becomes bigger, inevitably it risks becoming more homogenized too. The Scottish malt distilleries are run by just 31 companies. London-based spirits giant Diageo owns 27 of them. The $13.6 billion merger of Suntory and Jim Beam also brought Islay Malt, Laphroaig and Lowland's Auchentoshan Premier Whisky under one umbrella. In the face of this wholesale harvesting of independent businesses, it's maybe unsurprising that Scottish-produced whiskey might lose the edge that made it special. Jim Murray blames a lack of innovation, though, saying, "Where were the blends which offered bewildering layers of depth? Where were the malts which took you on hair-standing journeys through damp and dingy warehouses?" Possibly the cruelest blow to Scottish pride isn't that a Japanese whiskey took the top slot, nor that the 2nd, 3rd and 4th places went to US bourbons, but that its union partner, England, snatched the prize for the best European whiskey. Now, that's got a sting. Join us later this week for another Bank of Cardiff newscast, and remember that all of our newscasts are available on our website. That's bankofcardiff.com/newscasts.